Let's get this party started.
Okay, I'm back.
Alright, welcome back, Levenot. I've got it up and running now. And kind of aesthetically, things are already kind of different. I'm just gonna get started, though I am intrigued by this grayed out option called Family Tree. I feel like that holds some portent. Yeah, just gonna go straight onto Shelter 2, because Shelter actually kind of was an interesting experience overall, even though I basically experienced the whole thing in an hour. Huh. Are we playing a Lynx this time? Ah, the old cone of light. Or aura. Ooh, is this inverted, guys? If you guys Y inverted this, I swear.
Damn it, it's a lynx. I thought it was a wolf from looking at the Steam page.
Yeah. Invert vertical. No, wait.
I was gonna make a pun about you being ready to wolf this down after the first game, but that won't work anymore. So, damn.
Oh boy. Gotta say, the Shelter games at least know how to go from zero to just stuff happening. It's got a bit more going on this time.
It's actually explaining the mechanics to you.
Well, the first one had a bit of a tutorial to it, but this is much better. Yeah, it's conveying its concepts a lot better this time around, and it's actually trying to tell an explicit story rather than an implicit story. I guess we're going to follow the stars.
There's a weird, sort of, don't know how to describe it, shimmering effect at, yeah, corner of your vision.
Yeah, I noticed that. That was kind of cool. I think it's when you do the sprint. Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay.
There's been some attention paid to the sort of aesthetics of that, and apparently we've got supernatural elements, mostly fixated upon stellar constellations. Oh crap! Clicked out of the window. All right. Oh yeah, imagination that you can experience the thing in a whole hour. It did tell a complete story in an hour, and didn't try to drag it on, which I guess is nice. I think it probably could have sustained maybe another half hour, though, at that pace. I have to admit, not wasting time has been these games' strengths so far.
Oh, again, I like these pictograms. I kind of wish the story was communicated entirely in them.
That'd be an
That
interesting
could
art
be
style,
done.
but oh, hello.
That and the fixation on stars just makes me think like the Lynx is a tribal being.
There's also a bit more characterization going on. Oh, I can't wait for these guys to get killed again. Oh no. Oh, why you do this? Oh no. They... Oh no. They let you rename the children.
I'm wondering how this formula I don't think would have a lot of lifespan. You'd get the Walking Dead program where people just get apathetic from having, you know, characters they have emotional attachment to dying over and over and over again.
I have a funny feeling in the context of, like, you know, the cycle of nature, they might do something different with it. They learned when people said they couldn't tell the badgers apart. Yeah. Yeah, they definitely took some notes. All right. Names. I need 4 names. Call this one Love. Can I call this one Zen? Call this one Dread. And do Obi. There we go. Oh, the cycle begins anew. Now, do you mean it's a vast open world, or do you just say it's a vast open world? Is that a mini-map?
Sorry, I was gone for a bit just answering the phone.
Yeah.
I considered suggesting that you name them after specific subtypes of Lynx body spray, but I thought that might ruin the moment.
Yeah, no. Ah, dang it, it keeps letting me click out of the window. Let's go ahead and carry this back. We are a much more agile predator this time around.
So this is like a Canadian leopard or something? Like just
There's
a
a...
fast cat,
Is that a
but for the
meter
north?
in the lower left? Is... Is that a really hard to see meter? Yes, it is. It's a sprint meter. What the? I right click and I have hunter vision or something? And there's a snowflake in the horizon, which I guess means the season? And I'm prowling now. I guess if I don't want to do the runaround with everybody, I gotta at least employ a little bit of stealth. Okay. And now the snow is going away. Alright, little buddies. Alright, there is definitely a lot more going on. Come back here, little buddy. That the sun texture is the flame textures from the forest fires seen in the first game. That's not unsettling at all.
I like it, actually. It's kind of building up a recycling aesthetic.
That's, you know what? That's exactly what it is, isn't it? Yeah. Also, the babies have now been fed enough to partake of the hunt, I guess.
Well, this would be your training them, not that they're really contributing.
Yeah. Let's see, what do we got here? Dang it. Well, I'm apparently auto-saving, so that helps. Alright, little kids, come on. Eat the rabbit. All of you eat the rabbit. No? Only 2 of you now? Only fill 2 of your bellies?
I just turned the volume back up. This music is interesting. It's supposed to be the good times music.
It's the springtime theme. Oh, found a whole pack. Come on. Whole warren. Hunting is hard. And I think there's a change of the seasons approaching. Alright guys, we got 2 this time. Bon appetit. Now the whole family eats. What the? Did you seriously? Dude. Okay. Did I run into another one? Huh? see.
Maybe different prey is going to emerge.
I have a funny feeling I've just discovered collectible constellations.
Anyway, I just had an idea about the choice of protagonist. I think choosing it to be a lynx is a good idea because humans generally have a lot more affection for felines than badgers. They're a domesticated species, but still, we'd have more affection for a wolf, but that'd be too cliche.
Yeah.
Picking something that's kind of related to a domesticated species, but not.
Huh. Now, what was that symbol supposed to mean? I have a feeling I've delved into a much deeper well than last time. Symbols are markers for places in the babies. Oh, I see. It's just a giant symbol that's hovering really high above them. And I guess that's the den over there? Hey, get back here. Get back in the pack. Alright, let's go ahead and start making our way back towards the den.
I'm just on the edge of my seat waiting for the terrible, terrible thing to happen, whatever it is.
I don't think it's gonna happen that fast. Like instead of a linear, progression, we have this open world simulator with a seasonal cycle.
The sun really isn't interacting with the clouds very well.
It's just a big old sphere, about 10 feet above the ground, yeah. What the? Night has fallen. And the music has gotten ominous. I'm gonna head back towards the den. one of them's gotten left behind. I'll have to... If I have to carry you, I will. Ooh, I'm tired. It's a bit more resource intensive too, actually. Hold on a second. Make this a little easier on the old computer. Alright.
Did you select apply? It looked like you just clicked back.
No, I selected apply. There's like nothing to eat around here. I have no idea what that symbol is. Get back.
Maybe you're overfishing. You need to go search for other areas.
Maybe so. One cub keeps just not following. I guess we'll try making our way towards those. What the crap? Thought I just saw a giant mass on the horizon.
Oh, I saw that. It looked like a bunch of spinning mud textures.
Yeah. I don't know if that was intentional. Looks like morning has come. Oh, are they going off hunting on their own?
Is this like the last one where you don't need to eat, you just need to feed your children?
I'm not detecting any sort of need on that front, yeah. No, they seem to be taking some initiative now. Ah. These are zone transitions. Gah. Keeps letting me click out of the freaking window.
I'm surprised you haven't had an opportunity to groom your cubs. That would seem to be a good moment to build emotional attachment.
Well, I mean, I can pick them up with my own dang mouth, so I guess that's as much as we're gonna get. Well, it's adorable, whatever is going on. But boy, if I could use some kind of goal beyond endless hunting.
Yeah, it seems kind of like he's going a bit too far in the other direction.
Yeah, maybe. What worries me, I guess. I don't know if worries is quite the word, but there's a game after this called Meadow, which is apparently oh, okay. Good to know, game. Oh, I can eat. To regain stamina.
You were gonna say you were worried about the third installment?
Yeah, the fact that it's apparently like a multiplayer MMO thing, and which means they looked at this formula, the one that we're looking at right here, and said, let's make this a multiplayer thing. I think I'm also supposed to be collecting constellation pieces off of the dead corpses. Let's see where we're at. Well, okay then.
Apparently Meadow is only $3 US, so I might actually buy that.
I have 3 copies because Imagination gave me a 4-pack, so I can just give you one.
Okay, that'd be appreciated. Then I could join you in the next video.
Yeah, whatever that turns out to be. Don't really have much else but to see what that ice symbol is indicating. Oh, hello. We found a nest. Oh boy.
Oh good, they're not big birds.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did not look terribly amused.
You just ruined someone else's game.
Bird run ruined by some damn griefing Lynx player. To which I say, well, why'd you put him in the middle of the freaking cornfields?
No, that was a joke, but it got me thinking. This is actually a really like anti-idealistic message. Like for someone to win in these games, someone else has to lose.
And it's, circle of life. Nature be heavy crap. Somehow I caught a rat without even trying. Still gotta figure out what's in this direction. At least the cubs are getting big enough that they can hunt out small game on their own, which simplifies things a bit. Lets me focus on exploring a bit more. Oh, it's...
See cat.
Hey, Obliv.
Hello.
Hey.
I think that was the kind of message they were going with the final shot of Shelter 1. Yeah, if I'd actually had any of the badgers survive, then yeah, that would have definitely been a much clearer message. But my run was a total annihilation run, so... Alright guys, I need stamina and you're gonna give it to me. Oh, we have birds! We can murder birds. Dang it.
I definitely support this.
Some kind of turkey.
Gabble gabble.
Or goose, I don't know. Me not being much of an animal person in playing this game is a very interesting experience, I'm sure. Like that's a bird of some kind, yep. That's...
Well, I mean, that's good. That's, the lynx has no idea about taxonomy. It just thinks, oh, it's a bird.
No.
That's another big animal like me.
M? Oh, I have a map. I have a map?
That's not immersion breaking at all.
Well, I guess it is an open world game.
Honestly, no, it isn't immersion breaking. I own dogs, and trust me, they have a mental map of the places they frequently travel.
Yeah, it's not like it's like a Ubisoft map with tons of, icons and everything. It's a sort of pictographic style that you can kind of
imagine them thinking like that.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the mini map for our cat and my mom's dogs is hella buggy. For all the times I've seen them run into doors and stuff.
Oh, the right mouse button, I think, is also a pounce. Also, that was a heck of a lot of stamina. That's good. Let's try to make it to Ice Zone.
They've chosen good symbols. You intuitively know what that zone is going to be like without any words.
Let's not give too much credit to a freaking snowflake symbol. Jump. To mall. Got it. We have elk. Something. That's brutal.
Much brutal.
Alright guys, we are hunting big game now. It is... Wait. Where's your brother? Okay. There's always this one cub that's like just lags behind the rest, and it's like, "Where are you?" And then by the time I'm actually about to start worrying, there he is.
It's slow, but not that slow.
Hey, can I have a shot of the moon? I don't think I've actually observed it yet.
Neither have I, and I can't seem to see it.
You can't tilt the camera up?
Not farther than this.
Oh, okay.
I'm pushing up as far as I can as I look around.
Maybe they don't have an appropriate texture for the moon.
I don't know. Well, let's do the zone thing. Alright, chillins, we are way a ways from home now.
Epic journey to get foods.
And it looks like it's gonna loop right around to the home zone, so we'll just sort of take that. Hold on. It's raining pretty hard, but I'm not sure if there's anything we can or need to do about it. But it does probably mean that we're not going to be seeing a whole lot of food out in the open. How are we doing on the old constellations? Yeah, I'm not going to play to get every single one of those. There's hundreds of the dang things.
If
Yeah,
it floods, that'd be really good for you.
That is true.
Is that actually a thing?
Experience that drives out. I don't
Probably
know if
not in
it's
this
okay.
game.
In real life, it drives out all the little critters as their homes get flooded. Predators have a
Bounce.
field day.
Bounce, come on. There we go. I have learned the advanced hunting technique. Pouncing.
Ooh.
Oh god, you should have called one of them Sir Pounce a lot.
Well, that was before I knew their capabilities. Also, this guy seems to be stuck on a corner. Oh, and now I'm stuck on a corner.
He's cold.
Uh-oh.
He's shivering. The white one.
Oh.
You need to pick him up.
I'm trying,
He's
man.
got sickness.
I'm trying. There we go. Alright, got him in my mouth. There is not a plethora of shelters here. We kind of actually need to just head back home, I think. Unless we like hide in a bush or something, I don't know.
This game is actually effective. I felt, not strongly, but I felt a little bit when I saw that. I wanted to urge you to pick him up.
It's
Felt something.
I
and
mean,
that's
this is
something.
the power of minimalism when you get right down to it. It's, well, what does it actually mean? I'm not sure, but in case it means something deeper than I expected, I don't want to take chances. That's what a minimalist game will kind of do to you. And that power is to be respected, I think. Alright, looks like our kid's recovered, so... What the... Was that supposed to be... It is. I think we just found the big dogs.
Arf.
Oh, crap.
I tried to take on the big dogs.
And they bite back.
That's a bit silly.
Oh no, did you punish me by taking away one of the kids? No. Oh, that's too far.
I was wondering when you'd find an actual predator.
Well, we found them. Apparently they are off limits.
That'd be an interesting mechanic. Food could become scarce, and you'd have to balance going close enough to them to snatch food from like their area versus not getting eaten yourself by them.
Oh boy.
It's typically not a good idea to get your face eaten. Yeah.
Well, that's sort of the other analog to the first game. Is basically the remaining offspring are your life bar. It's kind of the annoying fact of it.
Yeah, it's annoying that you drop dead due to grief when all your kids are dead.
Oh, there's little ledges to climb on.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
Just gotta skip over the fact how horrible I am.
I don't know if the dogs chase after you on their own, but if they do, you should try climbing up. I think you'd be able to
This
climb
might
better.
be a Tremors style situation where these are sort of the safe spots.
Safe spots.
Or they might just be hiding collectibles, either way. Oh right,
Okay.
those are the wolves from the intro scene.
Also, I assume there might be more bird nests on top of one of those. It seems like a logical place for them to be.
It does, yeah. Well, we've made a loop of the place. I'm not sure.
Hey, you could give Oblivious one of the other copies of Wanda. Is that what it's called, or is it Meadow?
Meadow.
It's the MMO sequel to this.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll think about it. Oh, I'm getting tired. I'm just gonna throw this out there. I don't think I'm very good at this.
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
Oh, not everybody makes good links either.
Shit.
Barely heard it.
Spawn scared the crap out of me.
Really? Is there nothing here?
I hope we get a scene of those kittens purring again, because that is absolutely adorable.
Winter's settling in. I gotta get these kids home.
Back friends.
I like this music. It almost sort of reminds me of a space exploration theme or something.
Yeah. I don't think this spot matters anymore. We're a unit now, no matter what. At least we got game.
This is sort of a... If I was playing this myself, I'd be a little frustrated with the minimalism now, because I'd kind of want to have all the variables at hand to know, like, how much should you exploit each region. Like, internally, I'd be hankering to optimize it.
Yeah, I'm kind of hitting that limit right now myself, now that I've kind of seen... The thing I'm basically now waiting to see is how do I get to the next generation, more or less? Lack of a better word. And I feel like at this rate it could still be a while before we even see that. Go to the Snowflake? I've already been to the Snowflake. It was more dangerous than the other regions.
I would say, from watching it, I like this more than the first one, even though this is less refined.
I think this definitely
This has more potential.
Yeah, this has a lot more going for it, at least to start.
Even if the individual components aren't necessarily good yet.
So, I don't know.
I just think it needs to add more curveballs at you. I mean, if
Yeah,
this war of mine was literally just scavenging for food in empty buildings for the whole thing, it'd get boring too.
Yeah, there's definitely a sort of static... It's a bit too static.
The first game was better, actually. You got a new gameplay mechanic every stage, basically.
Yep. At least a new avoidance mechanic for the level design. But there's more design space to work with. It's just it's at the moment maybe a little bit squandered. Yeah.
Feels like actually, now that I think of it, it just feels like an early access game.
It does feel like kind of a tech demo, yeah. I've learned the sacred art of multi-hunting though, which is nice.
Kinda makes me sad that they moved on to Meadow, and they should have spent a bit more time on this.
I think moving on to Meadow is their spending a bit more time on this. I think that is what they did with this, is that they decided to make a long-term project of it.
Oh, I see.
Because I guarantee you that Meadow is probably going to look a lot like this when we get around to it. Just in a much more open world with a lot more active players. And we'll be coming into it late, so they'll have had time to sort of build up content.
For a second, I thought you were saying so they'd have had time to grind up or something. And I just imagined we go in there and, I don't know, we get killed in PvE by high-level players. I'm struggling to imagine how the MMO formula works when attached to this.
I say MMO loosely. I don't expect it to be like a World of Warcraft. I expect it to be more of a sandbox. Well, we're not hurting for food. That's for certain.
Yeah, it definitely seems like it's better to be reincarnated as a lynx than a badger. Although, it depends, I guess. I think badgers would get ruthlessly hunted down by humans. Once they
Yeah, there's that part of the equation that's kind of missing. Like, I definitely believe that the long-term goal is to make sure that the family lives long enough to see a new generation, as implied by the family tree option in the main menu. I'm just not sure if I'm missing a step here.
Progress?
Yeah. I may indeed have to go to a new zone and hunt bigger game. That might be what they're trying to push me to do, because all these rabbits don't seem to be advancing the cubs any further.
Which is kind of counterintuitive, because you're applying game mechanics, like
to a nature simulation.
To a nature simulation, yeah. Like, you don't have diminishing returns on XP when you're talking about fucking calories.
I mean, these guys have eaten like 16 times their weight by now.
That was a really terrible time for them to call.
Alright, let's head back into the Winter Wonderland and see what's what.
Your baby's killed a rabbit.
Well, I killed the rabbit, they ate it.
I'm wondering what the... Both of the protagonists have been single mothers, and the game has gone out of its way to point that out. That the mother is alone with her cubs. I wonder what the purpose behind that was, if there was some kind of message or what.
Well, I think... Huh.
Yeah, I feel like there might be something there, but I can't really see it. Because they pointed out in both intros, they used that exact word, I think. Or mother alone, or something like
Well,
that.
there isn't a written intro in the first one. They just kind of dump you in, and then sort of imply later that it's a mother.
Oh, I might be misremembering then.
Yeah. Like, you think this is minimalist, Shelter 1 was even more so. This had text.
Well, I mean, you laugh.
That skybox is actually really good.
Gosh, yeah, actually. Look at them mountains.
Yeah, that actually is impressive. But like you laugh about minimalistic games, but it used to be that games couldn't had limited text and story that they couldn't include in games.
Yeah, it was art through necessity.
Yeah. Like I think my favorite version of it was when I was listening to somebody reminisce about how amazing it was that it was some gold box RPG thing that they did, and thought it was so revolutionary that they put the plot in a book that came with the game, and anytime something happened in the story, they would just point to a reference number, and then you turn to the book, and it's like, okay, this is the plot that's actually happening in the thing.
Wow.
I remember those days with the huge manuals. I don't think I ever got one that went that far, though. They at least... Back in the day, they used to use the manual as, like, DRM sometimes. Where there was information contained in the manual that was necessary to progress in the game.
Wow. I don't remember that. I do remember, like, a lot of the manuals having the actual CD. But that's about it.
You haven't checked your map for a while. There might be some hint of where you're meant to go on there.
Maybe. Where even am I?
You're carrying around your cub.
Because he can't. Control the evil that is cat.
This map is not terribly detailed. Also, I wasn't carrying around my cub, I was carrying around a rabbit.
Yeah, as I said before, it's interesting that they've made like 6 or 7 games where they try to make the main character a dog, and they've all been stupid and terrible. But they nail it with this when they're not trying to do a dog. I mean, at least they don't fail as spectacularly as most of the dog games have.
You want to name an example there?
Ugh. Can't remember the names. I've seen them on YouTube.
I'm struggling to think
maybe
of...
I shouldn't slag off the whole idea, but I can't remember a good one.
Picking up these feathers, but I don't have an earthly idea what they do.
Speaking of Ubisoft.
Right, the old Assassin's Creed problem. Ah, crap. Wolves.
Don't die!
They're definitely on the hunt over there. Please don't let them be able to jump.
I'm amazed that they didn't call the game that, just don't die.
Damn it.
Or is there actually a game called that?
They're kiboshing my game. And off they go. In that general direction. Well.
That was a thing?
That was a thing. But we managed to survive that wave. That, now in retrospect, very heavily telegraphed wave.
Kupo. I was wondering why there were so many Moogles around here. Everybody's got the wind-up ones. I thought I was going insane there for a moment.
Let's see. Let's head deeper this way.
Here, I found the games I was thinking of. There's Dog's Life, the PS2 game, and Dog Child for PlayStation 4. I've watched both of them be played. And the people playing them made them out to be pretty bad. But apparently Dog Child got 71% on Metacritic, so who knows?
Well, you know how it is in game industry. You know, 7 or less is, you know, trash fire.
Yeah, I really don't understand that.
Because game companies kept giving every single noteworthy game 8 or 9.
Well, no, it's just that the people... game companies give their games like early access copies to magazines to review, and like so they've given you this copy to review. They've done this nice thing for you, so you can't give it a 4 or a 3. You can't
Yeah,
No,
just spit it in
it's
their face. You have to give it like, if it's bad, you give it a 7. So you're not insulting them, but you're not really lying and saying it's amazing.
yep.
So that became like the bottom rating you're allowed to give to a game made by a big publisher.
Yeah, to
At
maintain
least
that.
that's how I understand it.
Yeah, to maintain the relationship between reviewers and publishers, which, yeah.
I honestly think that there needs to be press because that kind of stuff's really kind of poisoned the whole.
Well, it's been that way for ever, and
I'm aware. I'm just saying it's had some really bad consequences.
Well,
oh dear.
we make fun of it, but I kind of
I
imagine if you were friends with the guys making.
I've
the game,
hit
he gives
some
it to
kind
you
of
review.
milestone, I guess.
Oh,
I mean, I think that's honestly doing like a huge disservice to somebody who's trying to make something.
Did you really have to telegraph the changing of the seasons so hard to guys, or? Oh, the cubs are fully grown.
Well, that's the thing.
That's a thing.
your combat power is multiplied 4
Yeah.
times over.
We are a pack now.
I'll continue. I was thinking, I don't want to be too hard on the game reviewers, because a lot of these people, they literally meet the game developers. Like, they go to these conferences and they meet the guys and they drink beer with them, and like, they have
Well, yeah, of course,
so
there'll
it'd be
be.
hard to give a 3, like, even if it is a terrible game, because you know the creator, like, on a personal level.
Well,
So
I
there
mean,
might
I
just be
think.
mental blocks.
Well, I mean, I guess.
I
that's
think
the
of it more in
difference.
terms of, in order to maintain business, you have to make sure you keep getting review copies.
Yeah, that's the primary motivation. I'm just theorizing that there's also a personal element.
Yeah, I think that's where you and I differ, because like I like the the true mark of professionalism and friendship is being able to say, hey, this is what I actually think, without, well, when it's professionalism you do it without jerk. When it's your friend, you really want to drive that point home even more. That's just me.
Get him, guys! Come on. Ah,
Can you control the cubs?
no, not in any way I've been able to detect yet.
Yeah, and you're right, Oblivious. That would be the ideal virtuous behavior.
Well, so apparently there's sort of a time gate to get to the next phase of this. So we could be... Oh man, it's been an hour.
Oh, someone else joined.
Hey,
Hello.
Dread.
And his mic is, as usual, perfect. That's our dread.
holy shit. Holy shit. This thing's hot to the touch. Something's going wrong with it.
What?
Yeah, it is.
What?
So your mic literally is hot for once.
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
like, there's
What do
a...
you mean, like
piece-
red hot?
Like,
yeah.
hot to the touch, yeah.
Yeah, it's hot to the touch. And it's part of the output thing. Fuck, I'm gonna switch headsets.
Yeah, that's not something you want to mess with.
Fuck. I'm
Nope.
gonna have to get a new one then. Wonderful.
That might explain a lot of my experiences with you on Skype and Discord.
Maybe. I've only had this mic for...
He's been pretty good when I've played
Yeah.
with him myself.
I've had this mic for about a year, and it's been good.
Go back to the den, I think that ends the stage. I hope you're right.
So are your cubs still following your lead, or
They're still following
Will
my
they-
lead, yeah.
will they break off and autonomously attack anything you get near?
Sometimes. Usually a smaller game.
I'm waiting for them to... The problem is we haven't found any other lynxes in this entire region, so how are we going to create a family tree?
Oh,
They should have
you
established that
hunted
there were
something
other
good.
packs.
You do that through sheer determination. That's how you do that.
Alright. Let's head back to the den. Eat, you guys, come on. Don't want you guys complaining on the way home.
I will pull the stream over.
I'll turn this hunt right around to young man. Young lynx, I don't know. Young cub.
I don't know the gender version for cats, actually.
I honestly don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
I could be wrong about that.
Alright. Zone transition. I mean, honestly, out in the wild, only losing one child is pretty good.
I mean, not even... Even among humans in domestic life until recently, that wasn't very good.
Oh, jeez. Well, we should be back in the safe zone. Just gotta leisurely make our way home. Ah. Every time I switch zones, it suddenly thinks it's okay for me to click outside the window. Hey, I need to eat this, guys. Come on. Are those bugs I hear? Yes, they are. Very faintly, because I have the sound down.
Speaking of, that's another boon of minimalism. We haven't experienced... Oh, you got stuck in that cave back there. So one, in 2 games. Bugs, that is.
Even the simplest games can have bugs.
I'm talking about actual insects.
Oh, I'm aware.
I know.
I'm aware. And like, I'm not even making a joke. I'm just
Yeah, just maybe
stating
realize
the
you haven't
obvious,
experienced
really.
any real errors.
No, not really.
Okay, mic check.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah. Okay, so mine's got one of those like inline controller pieces that has volume and mute options.
Yeah.
Yeah, the very top of it, the part that connects directly up to the headset, was getting incredibly warm to the touch, so it might have an electrical break in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
At
that's
worst,
fun.
it'll light your shirt on fire. Don't worry.
It usually hangs at my chair, so that's a problem.
Is your chair combustible?
Fake leather.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Well, imagination, I think you're wrong. I don't think this stage is just going to end because I returned to the den.
Let's see, what brand was this?
I think it's going
To the to the dens, spinning Spudhead.
I think it's going to make me get through another winter because it started at winter and then it you know, we finished stage 1 at the end of the next winter, and then I think it's just gonna be that's how it works. Which means we'll be here a little while longer,
It's
because
kind of, It's kind of unsatisfying if it's just a time limit, because that kind of you're not rewarding the player for how well they perform in hunting.
Yeah.
It doesn't really speed their advancement at all, which feels might be realistic, but it doesn't feel like good video game.
I mean, it's the thing about indie art games is that they, on some level, they try to defy that as much as possible. So, but in terms of player experience, yeah.
I feel that if
Ooh, thank you for bringing me this frog.
they're gonna do it this way, they should at least make the requirements for survival more intense, so you don't get bored. Because that's the way every other time-based game works. They just make it actually engaging to wait out the clock.
Yeah, Pikmin, this is not. And I don't think they wanted it to be Pikmin.
That would be interesting. Pikmin with a bunch of Lynx cubs.
Oh, that's so cute. It sat on its back and licked its front paws. Oh my god.
Lick, lick, lick.
I mean, it's pretty, though. That's really what it's got going for it. It's pretty.
Even on low, actually.
Yeah, which is always a good sign.
Also, this doesn't have anything to do with anything, but I've taken my first vacation ever in my life, and I'm going to be 30 tomorrow, which is
Oh.
in about 2 hours.
Happy birthday!
It's close.
Why I didn't bother with early.
Happy pre-birthday run-up.
Happy birthday preliminaries.
I mean, I'm turning 30. I'm not exactly thrilled about it. I've managed to keep my youthful appearance, so I guess I'm happy about that.
The Mountain DLC at least gave you catharsis by letting you pounce and eat one of the birds from the first game when it tries to swoop the cubs? What? Are you spoiling something there?
I don't know what the hell that's about.
Oh, you missed the goddamn eagles.
Hmm.
I don't think he's played any of the DLC for these games. Just he's going through the base installations.
Yeah. Didn't even know there was DLC for the Shelter games.
Yeah.
Still.
No, it wasn't included.
Wow.
It wasn't included in the gifts. So, that imagination gave me. So I don't know. Still.
I kind of think they've wasted the wolves. If you only encountered them once, why even bother designing them?
I think.
They should roam on their own, and then like they come to this zone, so you have to move to an adjacent zone.
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of. That might still be on the table, but.
It's like cement that you're second highest on the food chain. So right now there just aren't enough factors to consider in your mind. Twice. That implies that this is scripted.
No. I've met the wolves twice, so far.
Well,
I got hit by them once. Actually, I dove headfirst into them. Let's be fair. And then I managed to avoid them once. I think they just kind of patrol at night in that area. I mean, let's, also put on the table that I might just be playing this quote-unquote wrong. That there's
yeah,
there's something I'm not getting.
That's an extreme issue in a minimalist game. It shouldn't really be possible to play it wrong. should be so simple or so.
I mean,
artfully
yeah, but
relegated.
I mean, in the sense that there is, I mean, bad conveyance, yes,
Just-
but in terms of anything I could be doing to ensure my survival or make this go faster, or maybe it just doesn't matter, and this is really, you know, this is just a pretty time waster. Like, I don't know yet. We haven't seen all the game's cards yet. We've probably seen most of them, but
Yeah, this might not be a good game to play with people because these kind of games, the more thought you apply to them, it's like you're damaging the game. It's toxic to the game to try and think too much about them because there's not really that much there behind the artsiness.
yeah. That's kind of artsy games in general, though. They kind of assume they can get a pass on that as long as it's different and pretty enough and makes you feel something. Which, you know, this game has checked some of those boxes, I'll admit.
Yeah, I felt something, and I will feel one. I will feel something again if anything happens. If one of them dies or they do something cute.
Yeah, there's
But,
definitely also, you know, after
they have my attachment, but they're not using it.
yeah, the Ori and the Blind Forest problem.
Son of a bitch. My rocks are exploding.
These rabbits are really doomed. Either they're white and they get killed in the summer, or they're a different color and they get killed in the winter. Because
Yeah, they do have a little bit of natural camouflage going on, which is weird.
yeah, but it only works half the year, no matter which it is.
From what I remember, rabbits actually have two coats. They switch between.
Oh,
Like,
that's clever.
That's one of the minor plot points in Wave Arc when they find a white rabbit and they're going.
Oh,
They,
there's a new stage.
and they mention that it shouldn't be
Cutscene.
out there because it was a white rabbit in like spring, which meant that it had been kept in a cage in a cool climate.
Huh. Natural manipulation.
So am I playing as one of the cubs now, or am I still playing as? Oh no, I think they just grew again. I'm still me, but now they're kind of bigger, as big as me now.
Well, I mean, as the parent, you want your kids to do as good or better.
They didn't wait as long on that transition either.
That's something you hardly ever get in games, now that I think of it. That specific element of parenthood, that... I can't remember a game where, as the main character, I've been eclipsed by someone underneath me.
Well, that's sort of the thing, that's sort of the paradox, though, of game narratives, is that...
It's just you become the most powerful thing in the universe and then you stop playing.
Actually, I can think of a couple of examples. One of them being Rune Factory.
You sort of have that theme in The Walking Dead with Clementine.
Well, I mean, there's cases
counts.
where you, like, transfer control, but not as many cases where you are one character and then the game allows you to be eclipsed by an NPC. And it always feels kind of token and bad when they try to do that.
Well, it's got to be it's one of those things where you want.
It's just hard to work into games without it actually not being fun.
Yeah, that's
It's interesting that they're doing it here.
In this case, that was the set goal from the outset.
Yeah, this is one of the few situations where it can work. It's interesting.
Look, guys, we're not going back to the wolves. It's going to be a small game for the rest of your lives. So quit meowing at me.
Alright, meow. Oh yeah, I forget. Spud doesn't watch nearly as many movies.
No.
Probably, especially not that one.
Probably not.
Yeah, yeah. Now I think of it, that was probably important.
Let's go ahead to the marshlands or whatever they are.
It's interesting that they're managing to apply this same quilt pattern of grass textures to everything, no matter how complex, like those hills. You'd think it might look a bit weird, having a perfectly square thing stretched over like a mound, but it doesn't.
I mean, I think it's a bit more complicated than that. It's the first game's textures were definitely more of a tile. This is kind of more of a weave this time.
Hmm.
Oh, I see. Sort of diamonds made up of little squares, almost.
Kind of a quilt pattern, or I don't know.
Art styles. What are those?
And what Love Not mentioned earlier about it, you know, feeling very recycled, like recycled materials, it's definitely valid here.
I think that's intentional, because humans think of recycling as natural, and natural game, that nature.
Whoa. Something going on here? I can't go... Am I dying? Guys? You'd tell me if I was dying, wouldn't you? Because I don't have any stamina left.
Oh god, you've become old.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's go back home and watch TV, I guess. Yeah, the soundtrack's also gotten a lot more somber. So I guess this is the encroaching end.
Oh, you did a good job. You can feel good about it.
Yeah.
And I think the game will end. It won't let you continue. Because that was the theme of the first one. You just leave the next generation to its fate.
Oh, I guess I'm okay now? Oh. They left.
Oh, is that what that was?
The Cubs
you're
are...
supposed to have an emotional goodbye, but you totally missed it.
They moved on to the next zone without me. And I could not follow.
Screw you, Mom.
They left. They stopped following me and went their own way.
But now how is it going to work? Because there are no other links for you to have another litter with.
Yeah. I like what you're doing, soundtrack, but give me some context.
Help.
Is your stamina bar just stuck at 1/4?
Well, it slowly recharges to like about a third, and then you can get more if you eat.
Oh, so you're not diminishing in effectiveness.
Not really. I'm just really bad at managing it.
I wonder if. Oh god, no. I just had a thought. I wonder if they could get David Attenborough in on one of these games.
Ooh,
'Cause
damn.
they got someone really famous in on the Stanley Parable.
Actually, yeah. Sign me up for that. Just a sort of AAA sort of nature simulator, but with that level of narration.
Yeah, it seems insane, but then I remembered that
Or
Stanley Parable wasn't exactly a AAA thing before that guy signed on.
or maybe just get the narrated in Bastion or something. Just get somebody with a good voice. That's all you really need. The hell is this on my? Some white stuff encrusted on this remote. And I don't know how it got there.
Shh, we're doing a special moment.
The stars are back. Am I the same links or different links or what? Also, let me just...
Maybe you're dead. No,
Oh.
you just died in your sleep and now you're going to cat heaven.
Let's go follow the stars.
Oh great, my tab crashed.
Maybe because you did so good. So you did such a good job this time, you'll reincarnate into being like an office worker.
About time. I've been on this wheel for way too long. About time I moved up. First I was a badger. Now a lynx. Like, come on.
No, you would have gone down after that. You would have been like a worm or something.
That's true. I did not have great job performance as the badger.
Just wait. You might end up a puma.
Hell's a puma.
It's another big cat, I think.
No, I know what a puma is.
Oh, is this one of those memes I've heard about?
Nah.
Hang sec.
Is this one of those memes I've heard so much about?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Now, what am I looking at here? I have lost the ability to sprint. I'm...
Yeah, I think you're definitely ascending.
I'll admit, this is not what I expected when this moment came, but I'll take it if that's what's happening.
To me, it looked like you were bowing before a more superior lynx.
Time to join the... What the? Oh, hello. Oh god, is this... Is this the one I lost?
Oh god, yeah.
Please tell me this isn't the one I lost. Oh, hell. Clicking the left mouse button to howl.
Shit, if I was playing this single player, I'd be crying by now.
I'm getting a little bit of the chest compressions. Oh.
Or that could be a cardiac arrest. Might want to get that looked at.
And now the credits roll. What?
Oh god, damn. That's good. Yo, wow, good job. Actually, that's very strong.
Good job, Spud.
Oh, I meant the game dev.
Well, I think the good job for the game dev is the victory lap with the credits.
And you're frolicking in cat heaven.
I guess so.
Did it do the same?
And then I imagine you start a new game as one of the cubs, and then you go through the cycle all over again. And then you'd come to this sequence again, and you'd see all the previous Lynxes or something. I don't know.
So it's like a much better version of the Tamagotchi graveyard thing.
Oy.
It's absolutely a stronger ending, because I remember the last one left you wondering, wait, is this the ending?
Well, that's because I missed out on a critical element of the ending's message.
Yeah.
Because all the children were dead.
Oh.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Because you're supposed to, as it pans up the hill, you're supposed to see the other badgers making it to the tall grass that you couldn't reach. Special thanks to All Mothers again. That was also in the previous credits.
Oh yeah.
So they're definitely going for something there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm wondering now how they'll manage to they've learnt what works in these two games, like how to make emotional moments and stuff.
It maybe
Maybe
took a
they'll apply
little.
that to
It
an MMO in the next.
took maybe a little too long to get there, but
So in the next game, they'll figure out how to really punch you in the chest.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That how will it's always harder to make people feel when they're with friends, because people just goof around naturally when they're talking to each other.
Yep.
You'd have to be really good to make everyone feel, even as they're talking about junk.
Are you kidding? That's my default setting. For better and worse.
Dread, I have bad news.
What?
You're not.
It's picking up the keyboard, isn't it?
No,
Oh.
I named you after one of the cubs. You're the one who didn't make it.
Oh man.
OB, Zen, and Love survived. You did not. I am so sorry, Dread.
Oh well.
I foolishly charged head-on into a pack of wolves and greatly overestimated my strength. And as a result, you were taken away, never to be seen again.
This sounds like actually what happened to one of my goblins in a weird one-shot I did once.
It looks like I can pick from here, like which offspring to
Oh.
start from, and then start a new family, and just continue.
See that for a little bit.
Huh? Let's see that.
Yeah, just to see if it's exactly the same, literally.
Would you like to skip the intro and go directly to giving birth? It looks like it's just going to be exactly the same.
Right, so all your cubs were female?
I guess they're kind of glossing over that, yeah.
He got the developer got an A+ in art class and a B- in biology class.
And I'll be...
Yeah, so just looking at my various options for a new headset, and it's just like...
It looks like they definitely kind of went with the implication that Shelter 1 left you with, which is, you know, to kind of, you just do this over and over again. And that's sort of the cycle.
You've got a different color palette this time.
Yeah, there's some randomly generated textures there.
Yeah, I noted each of the offspring had their own texture set when you were mousing over them.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see.
I wonder if it's
Seems
one
like
of
we've
those...
seen everything this game has to offer.
Let's Let's generate one more set, and then we'll call it.
Yeah, sounds good.
Let's see who else is.
How many more of my friends kill?
Blue Moon.
I like Canis. And I guess I'll have to look up what the collectibles are supposed to do. I think you can name all of them. All 4 of the children, yes, not the parent.
Is that the same text you got at the beginning and the same cutscene?
Yep. Yep, it is the same.
Of course.
So you got more for your money than last time. This was a 2-hour experience.
Yeah, about an hour and 30, yeah. And...
Wait. I thought this was a gift, so you didn't really actually pay it.
You know what I mean?
Shelter 1 was the gift.
No,
Oh,
I got
okay.
I got Shelter 1, Shelter 2, and 4 copies of Meadow from Imagination.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these
Oh.
are all gifts.
What the heck is Meta?
Meadow
It's the
is
sequel to this.
and it's multiplayer.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're gonna die, aren't we?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
We'll figure that out another time. I don't want to
Yep.
rush into
Goodbye,
that, but
Internet.
if you guys are interested in that, I'll send you my copies and we'll see about finding a day and time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll have to worry about that on Tuesday because actually I'm leaving in a couple of hours to drive to my parents' place.
Ah, yeah, so not right away.
Yeah.
It's gonna suck to be not preparing for Stormblood, but on the other hand, it gives me a chance to write out the character description stuff I want for the Dust City Outlaws thing.
Cool. Yeah, I've got other stream ideas planned for the next few days anyway, so
Yeah. Actually.
I think we should do the outro for this, since it's just idling on the main menu. And this
Yeah,
is computer.
that'll be it for yeah, we went for more than 90 minutes. That'll be it for day 2 of
Of
just
the
but-
phenomenal
Spud Stream Marathon.
Spud Stream
the
month
monthly
extravaganza.
Spud Marathon extravaganza. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have an outro planned for any of this. Whatever.
I might get my.
Anyway,
Spud's
thanks
outro.
for hanging
Man,
out.
man,
Thanks for
whatever.
watching. See y'all, whoever, tomorrow.